Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 greatest mecha battles in anime. Number 20, XM2 Rainleaf vs Pale Rider, 86. After her knight Kiria was assimilated into an AI army and turned into a Legion Shepherd, Frederica asks Shin to help free him if he ever encounters him. The leader of the Spearhead Squadron finally got the chance to fulfill that request when he confronted Kiria, who goes by the codename Pale Rider, on the battlefield. Despite having a huge size advantage over Shin's Rainleaf, the lad, also known as the Undertaker, is easily able to go toe-to-toe with the powerful machine. The battle finally comes to its conclusion when Frederica distracts Kiria, allowing Shin to get close to his core and blasting it to oblivion. Number 19, AV98 Ingram vs Type 0, Patlabor the movie. In the finale to this 80s classic, the Type 0 labor has lost control due to a virus, and unfortunately for Noah, Kanuka is trapped inside of it. Unsure as to how to save her, Noah is cornered thanks to Type 0's superior hand-to-hand combat. As the two are knocked off the side and hanging for dear life, Noah decides to go up close and personal, equipping themselves with a shotgun and leaving behind the damaged Ingram. She fires down at the Type 0's SRAM system, shutting it down in the process. Number 18, YF21 vs X9 Ghost, Macross Plus Movie Edition. After taking over Macross City, Sharon Apple sends the unnamed drone, known as the X9 Ghost, to attack both Isamu and Gold. Piloting the YF21, Gold buys Isamu enough time to go after Sharon by taking on the X9 all by himself. What follows is an absolutely dazzling display of missile spam, showcasing one of the best examples of the Eterno Circus animation technique. In order to take down the X9 Ghost, Gold removes his limiters, allowing him to reach an insane speed that unfortunately leads to his death. What a way to go out. Number 17, Gal Figar vs Gal Gar, the King of Braves Gal Gar final. Following the death of Papillon, who was killed by a replicant Mechamaru while stealing the Q parts, Guy chases after him, which results in a battle between Guy's Gal Figar and a copied version of the legendary Gal Gar. The two pilots pull no punches and have a dramatic hot-blooded showdown in the rain. Although both sides appear evenly matched throughout this battle, Guy overwhelms Mechamaru through sheer will, ripping right through the fake Gal Gar and creating an explosion the size of a nuke. Number 16, Gunbuster vs Space Monsters, Gunbuster. With a never-ending number of space monsters converging into the solar system, it's up to both Noriko and Kazumi to fend off this imposing threat. Unfortunately for the two, every time they leave Earth, many years pass due to time dilation, something that pains Kazumi greatly as she'll never see the one she loves again. Fortunately, Noriko manages to snap Kazumi out of it, and the two combine their ships to form Gunbuster. Although it's not the first or last time the Gunbuster launches to battle it out against space monsters, this scene stuck with us all these years later for its incredible battle sequences. Number 15, Burning Gundam vs Master Gundam, Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Although this battle isn't the last one in the series, pretty much everything had been building up to this epic teacher versus student showdown, with the undefeated of the East trying to revive the Dark Gundam and end humanity. It's up to his pupil Domon to put an end to his plans in the Gundam Fight Final. Burning Figar! This decisive battle is so over the top that it wouldn't look out of place in your regular shonen anime. Yet G Gundam manages to knock it out the park with its dramatic action and passionate attacks. The clash finally comes to an end when Domon busts out the good old reliable burning finger, allowing Master Asia to finally taste defeat. Number 14, Shin gets a Robo vs Metal Beast Dragon. Get a Robo Armageddon. After getting inside the Shin Dragon, the Geta team, led by Ryoma, find themselves confronted by the Metal Beast Dragon, led by the rogue Dr. Saotome, who has gone mad after getting infected by the alien invaders. To gain the upper hand, Saotome mind breaks our heroes and shows illusions of the deaths of Michiru and Musashi. But it's not enough to break their wills as they power through and unleash their most powerful attack, the Stoner Sunshine. Not only is it one of the most badass techniques in all of anime, but it wipes out Saotome for good. Number 13, New Gundam vs Saabe, Mobile Suit Gundam, Char's counterattack. Since the conclusion of the original series, fans had been wanting to see Amuro and Char duke it out one last time, and franchise creator Yoshiyuki Tomino was happy to oblige them in the 1988 film Char's Counterattack.
He dodged that one!
After a sudden heel turn, Char returns to Zeon and becomes its leader, with the goal of dropping a meteor onto Earth, forcing its inhabitants to leave for the space colonies. Knowing the amount of lives this would cost, Amuro once again opposes him in his brand new New Gundam, with Char representing his iconic red colors in the Saabe. Although the battle at first seems to be even, Amuro overpowers Char, forcing him to eject his cockpit from the Saabe and leaving him in the hands of his greatest adversary.
You're not going anywhere!
Number 12, Mechamaru vs Mahito, Jujutsu Kaisen. This is quite possibly the most unconventional battle on this list, as it features a gigantic mecha taking on a special grade cursed spirit the size of a human. Now, you'd think Mahito would be no match for Mechamaru's Mode Absolute, as it absolutely towers over him. That is, however, anything but the case. The battle between the two harkens back to some of the most incredible instances from both Neon Genesis Evangelion and Guran Lagan. And although Mechamaru was unable to take down Mahito, he for sure made every mecha fanatic out there proud. Number 11, Eva Unit 01 vs Zeroel. Evangelion 2.0, you cannot advance. When Rei is consumed by the angel Zeroel, Shinji puts his fears aside and bravely rushes out to rescue her with the Eva Unit 01. Despite a valiant effort and almost seemingly defeating the angel, his Eva unfortunately runs out of power. With nothing left to lose, Shinji refuses to give up, with his rage powering up his Eva into a berserk mode. Transcending all limits, the Eva Unit 01 absolutely devastates Zeroel, allowing Shinji to not only reach Rei, but unfortunately trigger third impact. Number 10, Gundam Barbatos vs the Hashmal, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Unmanned and practically undefeatable, the Hushmal was made purely for slaughtering humans, and without a pesky pilot at the controls, it was able to do its job quite well. Unfortunately, there's not a mobile armor alive capable of besting the likes of Mikazuki. Despite nearly killing himself in the process, Mika was able to use the raw brutality of the Barbatos to beat the mechanical monster into submission. It's a brutal slugfest that truly encompasses just how much of a living weapon Mika and his Gundam truly are.
使ってやるからもっとよこせ。こんなもんかよ。お前の力は。
Number 9. Lancelot Albion vs Galahad. Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion R2. How to make a battle between two knights 100 times more epic? Simply add giant robots and superpowers, of course.
貴様の目的はナイト・オブ・ワンになることと聞いた。しかし
Following Lelouch's ascension to the throne of Britannia, the former leader of the Knights of the Round seeks to eliminate him. Unluckily for him, Lelouch's on-again, off-again best buddy Suzaku and his newly kitted-out Nightmare are sent out to end the old regime once and for all.
なんだこれは期待せえのかそれともクルルギの
Bismarck may be able to see into the future, but unfortunately that doesn't count for much when faced with something like Britannia's Winged White Knights. Number 8. Strike Gundam vs Aegis Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. Kira! Athrun! Oh, sorry, we were just caught up in all the screaming. Man, these two like to yell a lot. Overcome with grief at how both have killed their respective friends, these two coordinators pretty much lose their heads and push their mobile suits to their limits, helmed by nothing but the desire to kill each other. With nothing left to lose, Athrun takes the totally underhanded route of blowing up the remainder of his Gundam to win the day. Still Seed at its best though. Number 7. Gundam Alex vs Zaku. Mobile Suit Gundam 0080 War in the Pockets. Can't we all just get along? Set during the One-Year War, this exchange between two pilots isn't so much a grand showdown, but a pure demonstration of how conflict leads to meaningless casualties. Made all the more potent here as both pilots, Christina and Bernie, had feelings for one another. Unaware of each other's identities as they both fight to the death, the image of the two mobile suits impaling each other, all the while Al tries to cease the conflict, is the perfect picture of the original ideology behind the Gundam name. Number 6. Big O vs Big Duo. The Big O. Well, they aren't lying about being big, and you will indeed be crying out "Oh" after you see this battle erupt.
I'll show you my power. The great power of Big Duo. One of these bigs has got to go.
In a true clash of titans, the always well-dressed negotiator Roger Smith takes on the psychotic Schwarzwald as their respective mecha quite literally smash everything around them. While Big Duo may possess the power of flight and is armed to the teeth with missiles, it can't stand up to the combined strength of Big O's sudden impact and signature Stephen Bloom performance.
This ends it once and for all.
Schwarzwald may not be guilty in the name of God, but he's certainly guilty of getting his ass kicked. Number 5. Gundam 00 Riser vs Reborns Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam 00. A battle so big, 2 Gundams was not enough.
Damn you!
Egotistical does not even begin to describe the character of Ribbon's Almark. A true snake with a god complex the size of a Gundam, his final battle against the likes of Setsuna was immensely satisfying, not only for the rapid pace of their strikes, but also just seeing his slimy face get kicked in.
Gundam Exia. Setsuna F-Seiei. Slashing through to the future!
After all, no amount of gloriously evil speeches or custom-made Gundams were gonna save him from Setsuna's innovator abilities. Number 4. Eva Unit 02 versus mass-produced Evas. The end of Evangelion. Hats off to you, Asuka. You really had them on the ropes for a while.
エヴァシリーズ完成していたの？
After Shinji's dad steps on too many toes, the nerve facility comes under attack courtesy of unmanned Eva units. The only thing standing between them is a pissed-off Asuka and her own Eva unit. The landscape literally shakes as she manages to pummel her way through a whole horde of them, using whatever she can to win. However, not even she can hold out forever, leading to a very gruesome end for her. Number 3. RX-78-2 Gundam vs Zeon. Mobile Suit Gundam. A rivalry as legendary as the franchise.
Sure!
With the one-year war seemingly reaching its climax, it's up to the Red Comet to defend Zeon's last line of defense from Amuro's Gundam with the powerful but unfinished Zeon. An unconventional but dramatic battle, the two pilots use every technique in the book to put the other out of commission.
That wasn't it? Gundam.
And it all ends with quite possibly the most iconic scene in Gundam history. Number 2. Tengen Toppa Guran Lagan vs Gran Zeboma. Guran Lagan. From the gritty to the absolutely ridiculous. In order to protect the cosmos from the living extinction event that is the anti-spiral, all members of Team Daiguran unite for a final battle. With their unbreakable spirit combined with all of the gunmen, they end up creating a mecha that's many times bigger than whole galaxies. No, seriously, they literally use them as weapons. Of course, it doesn't stop there, as Simon and the others best evil incarnate once and for all with, what else? A drill.
Lagan! Impacto!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Easy 8 Gundam vs Goof Custom. Mobile Suit Gundam, the 8th MS Team. Placed in an impossible situation, rookie commander Shiro finds himself in charge of a ragtag group of Earth Federation soldiers, only to find themselves confronted and quickly wiped out by Zeon's ace pilot, Norris Packard.
He's going right for the crew!
What follows can only be described as one of the most hard-hitting and strategic battles in Gundam history.
I'm gonna live!
In the end, knowing victory was not an option, Norris allows Shiro to strike him down in order to destroy the last gun tank. Mecha fans, you need to watch this.
Damn it, no!
What do you think is the greatest mecha showdown? Let us know in those comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.